So I just got my hands on this new Golden Swirl. This is the 10-year anniversary FD3 from Discmania. I think it just dropped. I'm a little bit late on the video. I actually had this just a couple days ago before it dropped, but it was like the high temperature dropped 40 degrees in one day and then went back up again, and it was like crazy windy, so couldn't make a video. Anyways, I'm testing it out. I actually don't have an old FD3 to test it with, but I do have a bunch of overstable 9-speeds that I have in my bag. So I'm just gonna like compare it against those. I'm here at Shadow Pines, starting off on hole 3 from the blues. I'm just gonna like do a couple holes that I would throw this type of disc on and get a feel for how it flies. Feel is pretty good, like absolutely zero flashing. Plastic feels good. The look, I don't know how like well you could see that. The blue foil on there is really cool, and it like has like a rainbow effect almost when the sun goes off of it. But the Golden Swirl almost looks like brown to me. I kind of wish they went with like gold and like silver or something so it was a bit more visible. I feel like this would be like the easiest disc to lose ever. Anyways, all right, future Tyler here. As usual, I forgot to mention I will be giving this away to a subscriber of mine on this video, non-Patreon. This is just if you're subscribed to me. Leave a comment, make sure you're subscribed. I'm gonna pick someone in like a week or whenever I do my next disc review, and I'll ship this out to you. I think this is like 330-ish. They want you to go up this left gap, but you can actually tee off a little bit off the back of the tee pad and go right hyzer, like out towards the road. So that's what I'm gonna try here. I'll start off with the Firebird that I would normally throw, and then we'll do the FD3. Bit of headwind too. It's got a skip. Oh, that might be close. All right, FD3. Gonna try to keep it a little more inside. I feel like it's gonna be flippier. Oh, that is nice. That might even be closer. I think I threw it a little better too, but I had like some nice glide to it. It didn't really dump out too early. It just held that line the whole way and then came out towards the end. All right, looks like the Firebird stabled out, came up quite a bit short. The other one's about 20 feet closer. And we got a stiff headwind putt here. Oh my God. FD3, way closer. Oh, I left it low. That's on me. There's something about putting into a headwind that I always want to miss low, and I don't know why. It's like I'm scared of it just sailing. 370 uphill, tailwind. I'm gonna try it against the prototype felon this time. So, see if we can get a pump on it. Oh, that's nice. Is it too short though? Oh, it rolled into the bunker. Oh, look at that. Stay. Oh, it literally did the same fucking thing. Did I even be able to see me down here? Both of these pin high, barely in the bunker. Pretty sure these play hazard. I think the wind's just pushing. No, it's pretty much pushing straight headwind, or straight tailwind, which means I have a headwind now. It's shifting around. Oh, at least I committed to it. Let's go, make a putt for the camera. Nice. Ooh. I'm already starting to get the feeling that the disc that this feels most similar to is this prototype felon, which kind of makes sense. It's like very similar plastic feel. It flies really nice. I wish it was in a nicer color because I might actually throw it. I just feel like with how many discs I lose every year, like I'm 100% losing this and I'm never getting it back. But it is pretty cool looking, to be honest. It's just a little too wood slash leaf slash dirt colored for my taste. So I'll probably keep comparing it to the felon, seeing how it flies. We are playing the whites here, which it says it's 615, so it's par 4, got a headwind. Kind of just want to go up the gap and then finish out left a little bit probably, and you should have a forehand hyzer into the basket. So I should be able to throw these discs for both shots considering there's a headwind. I'll probably try to put it like 300, 350 on the first one, and then similar distance on the second. All right, we got like a little left to right headwind. So it actually should be kind of nice for just keeping it flat. We'll see how this holds up to the wind. Fell in first. Oh, it turned over, but it's not bad actually. It turned over, I turned it over. A little more headwind than I thought. Oh, it still turned over quite a bit. Jeez Louise. That just smacked that tree. All right, this is like the worst spot. Oh, that's really good. All right, this felon went like so much further. I'm actually just gonna try to flex it through these trees here because that's like the only way to get to the basket. Oh, it's so high. That's not making it. Nope. Oh, no way. Not even close. All right, apparently the felon went into the tree and didn't come down, but I went and got it back. That hole was a total disaster. I think this is like 310, a little uphill, island hole. Again, felon, FD3. Gonna hang it out right, like OB of the island. Try to come back in. I think these are both actually like almost perfect discs for this hole. Maybe a little bit fast. So should be a pretty good litmus test. Now stable out. It should skip. Oh no, yeah, it's in the hazard. This one should be a little better. Oh wow, okay. That came back way more. I think maybe it's a bit more like my Firebird then. So felon, I feel like I threw him on like pretty similar angles. Maybe the FD3 was a bit more hyzer, but the felon was like 10 feet OB right, and the FD3 is pretty much in line with the basket. So I think it's a little more stable than the prototype felon, which for me, this is more of like a straight flying, finish left at the end kind of disc. All right, we got hole 8 whites here. I kind of like this left side gap, kind of hyzer it in. It's 285, like a little downhill, and it's like straight in front of you, but you have a bunch of trees in the way. But you can kind of go left side and then follow the slope back into the basket. So I'm gonna go with the Firebird this time. I'm ditching the felon. I think it's more like a Firebird. I think it's a bit more overstable. So I'll go Firebird first. Give it enough hyzer so we'll skip back too. That looks like money. All right, looks parked. And I have a bunch of sticks in my hoodie. FD3. I'm gonna try to do the same exact line, as close to the same as I can. Oh, I turned it over. That is not close to the same. Oh, damn. I think this is like another case of there was a little bit of headwind and I turned it over a little bit. Kind of sad though, because I think it could have been pretty good. We're like almost pin high and it was coming back. Oh, and this is just absolute park job. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. Probably could have thrown it better on the second attempt though. All right, I think this is a good hole to end on. We got white, hole 9. It is 320 downhill. And this is gonna be the ultimate test of the stability. I'm gonna really try and nail this. You can see the basket, very tiny, in the middle of this little triangle of trees right here. And I'm gonna try and play it out to the left of the tree in front of the basket and see if I can get it to swing back in. I've never actually tried this shot before, but I think it's gonna be a bit too fast to stay on the inside. So I'm gonna try and put on a lot of hyzer and get it to go around the tree, stay back in bounds. So, Firebird to start us off. A little bit of headwind, gonna be tough. Oh, nice and low. Got a big skip. Couldn't quite see it, but that was really good, maybe short. All right, I predict this is actually a little less stable than my Firebird, so let's try it. Oh yeah, it turned over. Had a little bit of wobble, but it did turn over. Got a nice skip though, that might be close. All right, let's go see. Firebird ended up being really good. A little bit farther of a skip than you want, but gives me a putt. Oh, and overshot it like big time. But you probably can't even see it in the dirt / mud. But the FD3, man, just came back in bounds. Park job. And clean up the par as well. So yeah, final verdict. I would say it's somewhere between my flat top Firebird, which is pretty overstable, a little bit seasoned, and my prototype felon, which like for a felon, it's kind of understable, like almost like a straight flying disc. I would say closer to a Thunderbird than a Firebird. So it probably slots somewhere in between these two discs if I were to put it in my bag. If you can get past the color being potentially quite difficult to find, especially in the spring or the fall. I think it's actually a pretty sick disc. I think it looks pretty cool, and the foil on the front is honestly pretty sweet. If you can get a nice, bright, sort of gold-looking one, this one's not too bad. Once again, I'm going to be giving this away. Leave a comment on the video. Thanks to OTB, and thanks to everyone for watching my video. Stay tuned for another disc review, and hopefully you can be one of the lucky winners. See you next time. Peace.